There we go. How do I explain this? You see, that shit. This cold plasma stuff they have. This cold plasma stuff they have. This cold plasma stuff they have. It can make it feel like there's holes in your attire and wind is blowing on you. It goes right through you, Payday, don't it? And on a mild day in the summer, in the summer, when it got a little cool out, they made it feel like there was holes in my pants and shirt. It goes right through you, don't it, Payday? They say. It's graphene oxide and whatever else it is, it accumulates and it basically becomes a portal and makes whatever's there not there anymore. You understand? It opens up a hole, literally. See, you don't understand what's happening. As lucidly as I could explain this, it doesn't matter. It sounds like I'm babbling on, and what they have the one guy say, he used a very derogative term for not, I think maybe it was babbling. Yeah, it sounds like babbling, does it, guy, huh? Yeah? Maybe you don't have the attention span it takes to understand what I'm talking about, because I can only say so many words. Sorry, my vocabulary doesn't meet your standard. Whoever that was, if you were even real. I don't even think you were a real supporter of mine that goes back like rocking chairs with me to 1999 or even 2008 or even 2020. I think you're a plant put in place to act like you were always there, because that's how these people work. They get chummy and start acting like they always been there. It's like, like jumping in like double dutch, and they're real good. So you want them on your team. It's like everybody wants them. They're real good, and they're just sitting there jumping double dutch like, yeah, they're getting all chummy and mentioning things that you're familiar with, like they know how's old Apostle Ron doing? Oh, or whoever the fuck your old gang was. Oh yeah. Oh, how's mom doing? She sure makes that beef stroganoff is delicious. Yeah. They know things. Hey, Master Sweeney. I wrote that when I was 12 years old. That was like my name, Master Sweeney. They say this to me, and I'm like, wait a minute, why don't they call him? Why is? And they're like, yeah. And then the whole the shaking thing starts. Like the Master Sweeney, and I'm like, motherfucker. I wrote that when I was 12 years old. That was like my little graffiti name, Master Sweeney. I called myself. I haven't mentioned that in years, Master Sweeney. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I forgot all about that. And they laugh like that. They insinuate themselves. They make themselves seem very, very, very ubiquitous and omnipresent. Omnipotent. Everywhere and nowhere. Master Sweeney, they said to me. They'll say things like that. So you might not remember this figure or this indicia, but they can't. There's no way they can know that. If they know that, then they've been around. They know me very well, and it makes you feel like, or it's meant to make you feel like you got a friend. They know how to get real friendly, and then go motherfucker, and then torture you. If only in name and like play in a theatrical, thespian, nominal manner, or for real. Like that's your mixed reality. That's what mixed reality is going to be. It could be 2% thespian, and then the other 98% is real. So that'll kill you maybe sometimes. If you're dealing with cyanide in a mixed reality, 98% cyanide will probably kill you. The 2% cornstarch probably won't. But on the flip side, 2% cyanide and 98% cornstarch might offset the cyanide. If cyanide would kill you anyway, 2%. You see, this is what the mixed reality is, and judgments and punishments will be meted out in a mixed reality manner. Sometimes people will get 120% augmented. But that doesn't exist, right? Just like they'll give you 4,000 years. I sentence you to 4,000 years. Yeah, it'll be hyperbolic, but it'll be mixed. Or sometimes it won't. Or maybe 1%. We'll give you 1% ginger, vanilla droplets, and the rest is what's that stuff they poisoned Socrates with? Hemlock. Yeah, hemlock. And then we'll give him a little vanilla droplet. Just to be a douche, or just for good measure. You know what I mean? There's so much cynicism and sarcasm and sardonicism and all kinds of shit baked into this mixed reality. Augmented, virtual. Augmented, virtual. They can give you a pickaxe or something to defend yourself out in the woods as you go hunt gather blueberries or whatever for them, and it could be a virtual pickaxe, and when the animals come to kill you, it doesn't do anything. And they're real animals, or they could be virtual animals, so it's no harm, no foul. Or they could give you a real pickaxe and have virtual animals, and have you swinging at virtual animals and laugh at you. Or they can make both things real, or they can give you a virtual pickaxe and make the animals real. See, so many times I've tried something to prevent them from reading me, say, and just and touching me altogether with their Raytheon claw, the Raven claw, the Raytheon. And it would work ostensibly. It would work. It would stop. It would even dampen the signal would appear to be dead. But that was them giving me a false positive, giving me what did I call it before? Just a decoy, a solution, a non-solution solution. So when I go to use it again, when I really need it, thinking, I'll just put this nail polish remover on my, dab it on my forehead or whatever. I never did that, but look. You'd be surprised what does what in this with this system. I'll just try that again. I'll put this CD of Kenny Loggins, or the other guy, the horn player, Kenny G, this Kenny G CD will reflect him back here. It doesn't work, and even if it does work, they have a work around for it more times than not, because, and my mouth is getting dry here. Unnaturally. The eyes, the tooth, the ears. Any one of those three will do. Any one of those three. And I don't know if it all leads to the same place, because they get it. These fibers go in you. The nose, of course. The nose, right here. When I say the eyes, I mean the nose. The nose-brain interface is it's imperative that they access it. It's imperative. That's the bread and butter right there. If you look, like I just did a Dave Chappelle video. I put Dave Chappelle because I saw him getting irritated, so I'm like, let me see if he's got nanotech on him. And you can see, just like, and everyone, you can see the electricity on the bridge of the nose. There's electric in the eyes, and then it bridges the nose, and it's moving. The body electric is a real thing. They know the body electric. They know the body everything, but they know the body electric very well. And a thought is just an electrical signal. Make no mistake about it. When two synapses, when a synapse gets affected, it produces an electrical signal. Okay. Two neurons in a synapse. Sorry, I just blanked. When two neurons meet a synapse, it's an electrical signal that takes place. That's all. They know this. And here's the thing. Here's something even more crazy. When you're thinking, there's something called an evoked potential. The brain lets all creates a signal that's kind of like electric. It's electric still, but it's not quite an electrical charge like the thought. It's below the electrical signal. They call it an evoked potential. I forget what the other name is. It's just a sign that you're thinking. They don't know what. It's just it's like, oh, there's a thought happening. Evoked potential. And from this evoked potential, even if they don't know what you're thinking, and maybe they can extrapolate from the evoked potential and something else surrounding it. I'm not sure. It's very complicated, and they're very tight-lipped. In addition, they can tell what kind of tone the thought is in, whether it's a question, whether it's something declarative, whether it's something prideful, whether it's something milquetoast, whether it's something long-winded, whether it's something apologetic, whether it's something sincere. They can tell all these things. They might not know what it is exactly, but they know what the tone is. And from that, they can extrapolate with other things and factored in. They can figure out what you're saying many times, synaptically. If they can't, and they can do this, all things equal, when they have an ideal environment, they can hear your thoughts. DARPA set this whole thing up to where when you think, it gets modulated, it goes through an encryption process and gets decrypted and comes out of speaker, just like a microphone. They can hear what you're thinking, how you're thinking. They know how your Aunt Jude sounds in your head, your dead Aunt Jude, your live Aunt Jude, it don't matter. They can mimic your Aunt Jude in your head. They can mimic the characters you only do in your head. They can study your sub-vocalization and pretend to be you. And that's what they do to some people. It can fool some people. They have fooled some people. And I don't know how they do this. Not everyone has their psychological agency. Some people are very, it's compromised. So they take these people and they take advantage of them, and they fool them into thinking that they're them. They jump in like the double dutch, and they do it just like them, but only better even. And that person tends to like themselves even more because of that addition to their substitute of their sub-vocalization, the unknown substitute. They can mimic you doing you in your head. And they've tried it with me. Payday, that's you thinking to yourself. He'd say something, what the and it's just like, no, dude, that's not me, bro. I'm not having a conversation. That's not my conversation with myself. And there are things that really infuriate me, and that's one of them. Okay, when they mess with my computer, it kind of pisses me off. When they neuromodulate people around me, like my girlfriend, give her cramps when she's about to have pleasure, and they laugh at me, it really does it. That's it. And there's other little things, like when they tickle me in the nether regions, when they make that tingle. And I don't think they do that that's a necessity in the whole schema. But they'll just use it as when they make my balls tingle. I don't like that. They'll sit there and read my mind and clamp my head. It's funny, right? And that's all. That's like these these sons of bitches. I can't believe these. I can't believe they're doing that. And then they go and tingle my balls, and I get outraged and want to kill people. I don't know why. It's just like, when they go mess with make my computer slow. They can just make things come to a crawl. See, if you understand what's in the air, it's a little thicker. And if you understand the law or principle of exponents and exponentiation, then you understand that many hands make light work. And if you just picture a sphere with a bunch of little points around it, if you can direct 1,000 points on a sphere, on a ball, and you can direct them, each one of them, as you wish, you can make that ball go in any direction you want. Kind of like agile in a very bouncy way. You can mimic a bounce. This is what they have. They picture 1,000 points on a sphere, on a ball. They know where to push, they know where to pull, they know where to chill, in order to make this ball do whatever they want it to do. That's power. That's information power put to use. I mean, and that's how they run. That's how they roll across the board. They know where to push, they know where to pull, and they know where to chill to make a ball go in any direction they want. Kind of like the narcissist, kind of like the genius narcissist. That's life. Narcissism is life. Without narcissistic traits, we wouldn't be here. Sometimes they get out of hand, and the switch gets flipped, and a narcissistic trait gets, let's say, modulated, over-modulated. Okay, that's narcissism is life, though. Without the narcissistic traits we all have, we would not be here. We all have narcissistic traits. I'm the best. Or I could do that, but we know when to chill. Or some of us know not even to do it at all, that it's just a thing that people do. We don't do that. This is the genius narcissist at work. And there's a schizophrenic in there, there's a paranoid, whatever you want, but it's a narcissist. And it's designed to make people look narcissistic, schizophrenic, crazy. It mastered the art of crazy.
Okay, yes, this one doesn't have a
So, I started this video to show you this, to explain this a little bit.
Isn't part of the ordering, but
Like,
this one is.
we all have, good, we said it. This is a police forensic software examination tool. It's called Video Cleaner. You should get it. Videocleaner.com. It's free. It's the best free thing, second best free thing ever to exist. That's me. And let's start from the beginning here. You see, okay. Now, let's center it. Why in the world would there be all this flippity, floppity, fiberish stuff on the enhanced version of this? There's my face. It's kind of dim, but you can see the room. I'm in Starbucks, like I am now. Okay, you can see the room, everything. It's normal. What's this? This is an enhancement tool. It doesn't add anything that's not already there. What is the deal with all this? Let's play it and see what happens. Now, do you see any? Is there anything in there that it's kind of like intelligent and Fibonacci, unlike nature, like not like what's the what's the corollary to the Fibonacci in nature? There's no straight lines in nature, right? Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say is that's human art disguised as nature. Watch. And there's faces. Dare I say. Payday, everybody, there's faces and everything. Yeah. These are CIA talking points and articles that were spun by the CIA with half-truths. Or let's just say not even the CIA. The CIA really don't exist anymore like it did. The CIA tactics. If you go read the assassination manual that the CIA produced, you'll kind of get what I mean. It got leaked. They didn't produce it, or maybe they leaked it on purpose. I don't know. But it's very, very weaselly and wily. Let's say they'll say wily. I'd say weaselly. But it does things in a most efficient manner possible to prevent detection. See all that spinny stuff? Now let's just pause it randomly, and then we'll try to slow it down a little bit. Just for a minute, though. I'm not going to take it. See that? I suggest you slow it down. I suggest you do your own thing and then slow it down and see what's happening in your camera. This is nanotech in the camera. Okay, clearly, letters, faces, characters, but it's like, you see somebody there like this, this took, I think they've done this forever with the clouds. We all see our own thing. I think that they've done it forever. And now it's just been turned up. You see, there's clearly some kind of caterpillar thing there. There's two eyes. Fibonacci. There's two eyes that don't appear in nature. Only in creatures. It appears in creatures, not just in natural randomness. Or there's a better way to explain it. I don't know how to, but you know what I mean. That's a human touch. Okay? And it's a stop motion animation type thing going on there. You see the flicker. It's moving around. Stop motion animation. It's not. That's not what's happening in nature. You see fibers. See the fibers on my face, like, and then you see the other stuff. It's kind of hyperbolic. That's the filter. That's the not real stuff to cover up the real stuff. And that's why all these filters were introduced to us. We were inundated with them beginning in like 2010 or something. They all came in, the Snapchat lenses that show all the cool things flying around, the debris and stuff. That's why that's the reason. This is the reason for that. So when I show somebody this, they go, oh, that's neat. I actually showed a security guard his face with fiber all over it in Oklahoma, and he said, oh, that's neat. At first he was kind of disheveled and kind of freaked out because it gave him he had like a sinister look to him. It wasn't him. I was using a computer vision detection, and I showed him. I said, look, bro, Eric. His name was Eric, security guard at the Maverick. And he's like, I said, yeah, this is the computer vision detection, the AI. Yeah, that's what it did to you. And he's like, it looked like a Halloween costume he had on. And then he just, I guess to feign any kind of concern, said, that's neat. It's neat, but it's kind of bizarre and it's kind of disturbing. And that's what this is. And they talk. See, I'm in constant communication with these people. I know one of them. I've met one of them. I don't know him. Patrick Grennan is one of them. He works at One Medical. He's a machine learner, artificial intelligence guy. And it's a very strange situation. It's like, I heard one guy say on a TV show, he said, you're never going to let me out of here because you know I know what you did to me and you know I'll come after you. And it kind of like gave me the chills. This is like 2 years ago. I'm 5 years into this now. They've been stalking me since 2005. They told me, 9/11, your 9/11 Truth music, 9/11 Truth, 9/11 Truth, got me here. Now we're all here though. So that's probably why they said, let me tap Payday on the shoulder. Hey Payday, how are you? This is in 2019, 2020, just before the shamdemic. And they let me know they were there this whole time. And then they apprised me how familiar they are with me. Like, yeah, we're not just meeting you now. Like, he's looking at a paper probably. There's been many. We know who you are. They had Pazer, what I used to write when I was a kid, my graffiti name, was in the mesh. P-A-Z-E-R, P-A-Z-E-R, Pazer. And that was from the Philadelphia Police Department file, no doubt about it. That's how I wrote it. Exactly how I wrote it on the wall. And I haven't wrote on the wall since I was 14, 15 years old, okay? So they got the file from the Philadelphia Police Department. No doubt about it. Prove it, right? I know. I can't. What I can do is show that there's something around me swirling. I don't know about you. I know there is, but I can only speak for myself. And that it's not natural. And that I can tangibly suspend it. And long enough to show you that it's there and it's not natural. It's like pulling something out of a dream in Freddy Krueger dream. Pulling something out of the dream. We can do that. It's not just a dream. This is real. I'm Payday Monsanto. I make the dopest music in the world, and a lot of it happens to be about the government corruption that exists. I make some of I'm one of the greatest lyricists of all time. Okay, all right, sure, whatever. That's what people say. I'll go with that. I happen to make music about the Justice Department and their ilk, and 9/11, and the banks, and SNL scandals, and you name it. If I thought about it and thought it worthy, I made a song about it or had a lyric about it. Automated Depression. I wrote a song called Automated Depression in 1999. Who shot JFK? Oswald pulled the trigger, but we know it's much, much bigger. Whenever there's the powerful man that stands for freedom, they turn on a machine that's programmed to delete them. Automated Depression, 1999. So these people know me very well. They know that. They know every lyric. They don't like my music, but they know every lyric. Or maybe they love it. I don't want to hurt anybody in my lyrics. I just want to expose what's true. Let's let this play out. And just ask yourself how you get this from this. If it's not a hacker Okay, somebody's hacking your computer, a big deal. Why is it mimicking? Why does it know where my face is? It's mimicking what's happening in the physical world to cover it up. It's a $1 trillion module with a $3 trillion cover-up attachment. The cover-up is more expensive than the actual module. And they murdered my girlfriend Shonda M. Souza, as far as I'm concerned. And if I find Patrick Grennan, I'm going to twist his head around like Linda Blair. And I'm going to announce it before I do it. Now, get your fiber the fuck away from me. Thank you. That's all I feel is fiber. All day long, they're trying to get fiber in my nose and make me soil myself. They find my constitution to be a challenge, challenging. It's challenging. Normally, statistically, I should have shat myself over and over and over. The way, there's this thing called the comfort of home. My mother always said, "Oh, the comfort of home. That's when you really have to go." No, that's just a compassion in these stalkers, these remote neural potty weapon controllers. So wait till you get near a bathroom before they turn that shit the fuck off. Okay? They'll make you have to go to the bathroom as you're driving home from work, But when you get home, it's like, you really have to go? They're testing their weapons, and they turn that shit up. And you have to run to the bathroom. And the sad thing is, many of these sensations, many of them might not even be natural. I know that certainly isn't. The old, when I get home, I have to go to the bathroom real bad. It increases, like the comfort of home. No, Mom. I'm not going to tell my mother that, even if she would believe it. If she were apt to believe it, I wouldn't even tell her that to ruin her idea of the, no, that's the Justice Department, or that's the authority, the gamer wing of the authority. We're in Philadelphia. We went to Franklin Mills Mall when it first opened up in Philadelphia. Big mall, and what do you see out there but the army with big TV and video games recruiting kids? They're trying to get kids to come play the video games. Back in 1991, 2, 3, the army. They've been training gamers for a long time, man. Outside the mall, and they would follow them into the bathroom to recruit them. It's not a joke. Pretty soon, the army's the army's tagline is just going to be, "Are you hungry?" It's like, come get an education. Pretty soon it's just going to be like, "You hungry? Come hang out with us. We got the brain-computer interfaces and shit." Army, come eat. All right, lights on, rats out. If it don't apply, let it fly. Regulator.